Hey guys, this is AP StarCraft coming at you with another video commentary. In this game I'll be putting my blue Zerg in the left middle portion of the map versus my opponent's red Protoss in the right middle-ish position of the map. My opponent's name is OU Sooner and he's a Diamond League player. I'm actually kind of mad at myself, I guess, because I have no one else to be mad at. This is my third time to record this game because I keep messing it up. I keep forgetting to set the settings right so that it will be able to fit into the YouTube fitting screen without the black bars showing up on the sides or on top and the bottom. So it's getting kind of repetitive, honestly, doing this video over and over again. But I felt that it was a fairly good video and it should be something that should be heard by you or seen by you guys. Here's something that my opponent did. He saw that my drone was going up to scout over here, so he decided that it must mean that my drone, this must not be my main base, so there's no reason to have his probe follow my drone up there to go scout it out. So he redirected his probe and continued to go scout over here, and that was actually a good move by my opponent. Saved him some time in finding my main. I had not noticed that in the game, but something that I noticed in the replay while watching it. So having my drone come up, I just found his main. I had my overlord go scout over here, the closest other main base starting location, which is always a good idea for you to do as Zerg, because it'll first quicken you finding your opponent's base, and it will cut down on the time that'll take. Well, obviously it goes hand in hand. Will cut down the time it'll take for you to find your opponent's base. So through the process of elimination, my scout didn't find his main over here, and my overlord didn't find his main over here. So I knew that his main would be over here, and I'm going for my good old trademarked extractor steal over here, which I feel that it does cut down on the amount of possibilities and the variety of openings that your opponent has to be able to use, or at least it delays them, such as going for a fast air or something to that nature. Looks like I got a couple of Zerglings. I just pumped out a couple of Zerglings and I'm going to make another drone. I pumped out the other Zerglings in order to scout out my opponent to see what exactly that he is doing, and so in order to be able to prepare for anything that my opponent might try to throw at me. I'm still stealing my opponent's gas over here, making a couple more lings, maybe a little bit more than I needed to. And I really should go take my expansion at this point, but looks like not, which is not the best of moves. Oh, looks like I'm finally decided to go take my expansion over there, and I should queue up a queen, and there we go, queen's queued up. And it looks like I'm still stealing his extractor over here, his best king geyser over here at this point in the game. It's pretty late in the game actually, as it is, so pretty good job over here. But it looks like these two guys are gonna end my little extractor steal, and my poor drone over here got blown up to smithereens. But it looks like my opponent's going for a 4 gate at this moment. Put up 3 additional gateways. And it looks like if I were to run my Zerglings up right now, I might be able to get a couple of probes over here and do some damage. And I have my lings over here, so I noticed that his probe was running up over here, so I knew that he was going to be putting up a pylon somewhere around here, and he was going to be attacking me soon. So let's see what I'm doing. And I queued up some more additional links, getting ready for that attack. Looks like I got 10 in the queue right now. And income-wise, my opponent is fairly far ahead of my income, and that's something else I would like to know. Often you'll hear that oh, the Zergling is the macro king and all that, but honestly, in the early game, the Zerg is pretty much playing catch-up because, I mean, yeah, you'll get like larvae and you'll be able to make multiple drones at a time, but not only do you have to make drones, oops, right over here. Not only do you have to make drones, but you also have to make your military units and all that stuff. So I'm behind in the income, and I'm also behind in the always do that army account. And I saw my opponent's stalkers were up here by himself, by himself, while the Zealots were down here. So I decided to go attack these stalkers, take them out really quick before the Zealots got a chance to come to defend. Looks like I was able to take them both out, and I was intending to take out that pylon, but my opponent was able to warp in some additional Zealots, so I will not be able to do that. And when facing a 4 gate, it's fairly necessary for you to use to build some spine crawlers, because if your opponent has a 4 gate, even with 2 hatcheries, you're not going to be able to outproduce him. So you'll be pretty much behind for the most part, and you're really going to have to rely on those spine crawlers in order to defend yourself. And something you have to watch out for is for your opponent trying to run up the ramp to completely avoid the spine crawlers and to wreak havoc on your main base. So that was something that I was watching out for. If you try to go up the ramp, I would quickly run up to block his units from moving and have them being continued to be hit by the spine crawlers, and to try to keep him within range of them. It looks like I was able to do some good amount of damage to targeting my spine crawler at the moment, so I decided to take my wings and go attack them. Transfuse on the spine crawler, something you can always do. Sometimes I actually make an additional queen when my opponent is pushing hard in order to transfuse on the spine crawlers, and so that I'll also be able to inject at the same time, because if you're going to be transfusing, you're not going to be able to be injecting at the same time. I took out my opponent's pylon over here, so he will not be able to be warping in any more additional units. And it looks like I've evened up the harvester count with my opponent, and am slightly pulling ahead at the moment, but not by much. It looks like he's going heavy probes as well. Oops. Oh my god. Sorry guys. And it looks like my Spire is going up. Spire and Lings I found to be fairly effective against Protoss. Only case that it's not really that effective is when your opponent goes with a lot of Phoenixes. Like if he goes for a fast air, you definitely don't want to be putting up a Spire. You'll want to put up a Hydralisk gun in order to put off those Phoenixes, and maybe then after you're able to fight him off, throw in some. Then you could like throw in some Metalisk into the mix. But you really have to judge, because those Phoenixes, they pretty much rape Metalisk. It looks like my opponent is going for the economy game right now.